On the 1st of July, NASA detected a mysterious object.
A nuclear-powered spacecraft sent by aliens.
3IATLAS was an interstellar visitor.
Far out in the endless dark of space, something has started to glow. Not a star, not ice reflecting sunlight. This light feels deliberate, like it was built. And what the James Webb Space Telescope just uncovered may force us to ask a terrifying question. Are we being watched? When astronomers spotted the interstellar object known as 3IATLAS, they thought it was just another comet, a frozen rock passing through our solar system before vanishing back into the void. But Webb's instruments revealed something that no natural comet should ever produce. Light that doesn't bounce, doesn't scatter, light that radiates from within. At first, scientists brushed it off as a glitch, a smudge of dust, a faulty reading. But the glow refused to fade. Instead, it grew stronger. And now the evidence points to something humanity has never faced before. From the moment Atlas was discovered, it felt different. Comets this far away, over 400 million kilometers from Earth, are usually faint smudges at best. Yet Atlas burned with an eerie brilliance, brighter than any natural explanation could allow. Webb's spectrographic instruments confirmed the impossible. The light wasn't reflected, it was generated. That would mean Atlas isn't just rock and ice, it's a power source. And the energy output required rivals nuclear reactors on Earth. Theories collapsed one by one. No comet gases, no icy jets, nothing matched, which left only one conclusion: artificial origin. That's when Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, who once suggested that Oumuamua might be alien technology, re-entered the conversation. His team modeled the data, and the results pointed toward a compact emitter, something only about 100 meters across, radiating with precision like a beacon. But that wasn't all. Atlas's path through the solar system seemed calculated, not random. It tracked along the same plane as Earth and other planets, slipping past at angles disturbingly close, almost like it was navigating, almost like it didn't want to be seen. Then came the signals. Hidden beneath the glow was a faint but structured pulse repeating every 7.2 hours, too regular to be nature, too specific to be chance. When researchers decoded the rhythm, they found a binary-like structure, eerily similar to early computer language, as if whatever made it has been listening to us, learning from our broadcasts, and now speaking back. And the deeper Webb looked, the stranger it got. Ghostly trails of energy stretched behind it, too organized to be dust. Gravitational ripples warped space around it like a miniature warp field. And then came a chilling blackout. 47 minutes of missing telescope data, during which Atlas quietly shifted course, almost as if it knew it was being watched. As the object drew nearer to the sun, its glow changed, tuning itself like a radio tower, aligning its emissions with the very frequencies Earth's machines are designed to detect. Some theorists now believe it wasn't passing by randomly at all. It was answering. And then the government stepped in. For weeks, the James Webb Space Telescope had been releasing streams of data to the public, images of the interstellar object known as ATLAS that captivated scientists and stargazers alike. But suddenly, without warning, those open feeds began to vanish. Entire archives of Webb's observations were quietly redacted, with no official explanation given. What had once been a marvel of open science, shared freely with the global community, was now placed behind a wall of silence. To most people, it looked like a technical error, a temporary glitch. But to those following the Atlas mystery closely, it was clear. Someone had decided that the public was no longer entitled to know everything that was being discovered. It didn't stop there. Amateur astronomers, those dedicated sky watchers who, night after night, point their own telescopes at the heavens, reported something unusual. Many of them had been capturing their own high-resolution stills of ATLAS, comparing them to Webb's official images, and sharing the results on online forums and astronomy boards. But some of these hobbyists claimed they were contacted, sometimes by email, sometimes by phone, and in at least one case, in person. The message was always the same: take down the images. Stop posting your findings. It was framed as a matter of national security, though no further details were given. For small independent researchers, this was deeply unsettling. Why would governments care so much about pictures of a comet unless ATLAS wasn't what it seemed? The shift from open curiosity to controlled secrecy was stark. Defense organizations, including NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, which typically tracks aircraft, missiles, and orbital debris, suddenly listed ATLAS in their watch logs. This wasn't routine. NORAD's job isn't to monitor harmless rocks drifting through space, it's to detect threats. The moment Atlas appeared in their systems, the narrative changed. What had started as an astronomical oddity was now being treated like a potential intruder. Behind the scenes, satellite surveillance networks across multiple countries began quietly coordinating. The US, Russia, China, and the European Union all ramped up their monitoring capabilities. Some astronomers whispered about unusual military activity, classified satellites being repositioned, surveillance arrays pointed toward ATLAS, and encrypted transmissions increasing in frequency. Governments were not merely observing, they were preparing. Preparing for what, though? No one would say. For scientists who had been studying ATLAS openly, the sudden lockdown was chilling. Collaboration between observatories was disrupted by non-disclosure agreements. Data that had been freely shared in international networks was now classified. Researchers who spoke publicly about anomalies in ATLAS's light, curve, or trajectory began to grow quiet. Conferences where the subject should have dominated were strangely muted, as though a shadow had fallen over the scientific community. The silence spoke volumes. Someone, somewhere, had decided that this object wasn't just a curiosity, it was a matter of control. Speculation exploded among the public. Was Atlas a probe, a beacon, a surveillance platform from somewhere beyond Earth? Or had governments simply seen an opportunity to weaponize the mystery, to harness whatever energy or technology might be involved? Conspiracy theories multiplied, but behind them was an undeniable truth. The world's most powerful defense organizations were treating Atlas as something more than a natural object. So what is ATLAS? A comet with unknown physics? A probe sent to observe us? Or a messenger that has finally decided to speak? Webb has given us the clearest view humanity has ever had of the cosmos, and what it found might be more than we're ready for. The real question isn't just what Atlas is, it's why it came. And if this light in the dark was meant for us, then maybe, just maybe, it means we're not alone. Stay curious, stay alert, because whatever is out there may already know we're here.